We already know that Berlin is the coolest small town, but it has another distinction. The antique capital of the Eastern Shore, and with 3 giant stores filled with thousands of treasures from hundreds of vendors, it's no wonder.
We stopped by one of those stores and found out how easy it is to go in and get lost in yesteryear.
Bill Alton says selling antiques was a family business, but he got a late start after his dream of opening an art gallery after retirement didn't quite work out.
We hit a nice little recession and drove me out of the art business, but my parents had an antique store and they were still going strong. So I said, I think I might open an antique store. And
that one store turned into 3.
I've taken over my parents' store and opened 2 more here in the downtown area of Berlin itself.
All 3 stores are within walking distance of each other in downtown Berlin. Pitt Street Antiques, Town Center Antiques, and Uptown Antiques. Bill says it was a way to really capture the diversity the stores offer. That diversity comes from the vendors who have booths in each of the stores.
They're dealers of their own rank. They go out all over Delmarva, starting with Grandmom's Attic to flea markets, yard sales, estate sales, auctions, online and in person. And they just go out all over the place and find things, and they put their treasures in here, waiting for someone to come along and saying, this is the treasure I've been looking for.
The antiques are there, but there's also so much more.
We have branched beyond antiques.
Bill says most of the vendors carry some sort of nautical-themed items, from cast-iron mermaids to signs and wall art.
All kinds of glassware, all kinds of treasures, coins.
He says people are picking up pieces and giving them the popular worn look using paint that can also be found there.
We have a distributor of Dixie Belle chalk paint in one of our stores, and she gives lessons here about once or twice a month now for people learning to take an old piece of furniture and change it into the color they want, and you know, their artwork and their artistic talents go right to it, and next thing you know, they have a treasure to put in their house.
And then there are the collectibles. Bill says if you can collect it, they have it.
Wedding planners come here and get all kinds of things to put on their tables, like mason jars or some form of vase that they'll display all the flowers, or trivets that they have on the table to make it unique to their wedding.
Some treasures are unique to the Eastern Shore.
Carvers have been on the Eastern Shore forever, and that's a trade that goes up and down the coast, but here is a nice pocket that people from all over the world actually come and get. Oyster cans, you know, it wasn't more than 10 or 15 years ago. We used to go out and shoot them in the backyard, but now people are collecting them, and it's not trivial dollars that they're attaining. These cans are actually, some of them are in the thousands of dollars now.
Visitors to any of the 3 stores can take a piece of Berlin home with them.
I started with t-shirts and sweatshirts, and have grown the business into all kinds of souvenirs that people can take home. And of course I have the sweatshirts and hats and t-shirts, but we also have like knives that have Berlin on it, oyster knives that have Berlin on it, cutting boards that people can use in their kitchens.
Bill says he really enjoys spending his days in the stores, seeing what other people find, but he also enjoys getting out and being on the hunt himself.
I've seen a lot of Delmarva that normally I would have never seen or traveled to if it wasn't for that. So I enjoy it. I find it very rewarding as my second career.
And we mentioned how Berlin is the antique capital of the Eastern Shore. Bill is creating an antique trail that people can follow that takes them from Berlin throughout Delmarva to hit on some of the best antique shops around. Again, a way Berlin is working with other small business owners to just bring everyone here.
Yeah.